Page 238. Abruptly, everyone bursts into applause and stands. I follow, though I haven't heard half his speech. He's doing all these good works, running a huge company and chasing me at the same time. It's overwhelming. I remember the brief snippets of conversation he had about Darfur. It all falls into place. Food. He smiles briefly at the warm applause. Even Katie is clapping. Then he resumes his seat. He doesn't look at my way. I'm off kilter trying to assimilate this new information about him. One of the vice-chancellors rises, and we begin the long, tedious process of collecting our degrees. There are more than 400 to be given out, and it takes just over an hour before I hear my name. I make my way up to the stage between the two giggling girls. Christian gazes down at me. His look warm but guarded. "Congratulations, Miss Steele," he says as he shakes my hand, squeezing it gentle. I feel the charge of his flesh on mine. "Do you have a problem with your laptop?" I frown as he hands me my degree. "No." "Then you are ignoring my emails." I only saw the mergers and acquisitions one. He looks quizzically at me. "Later," he says. "I'll have to move on because I'm holding up the line." I go back to my seat. Emails? He must have sent another. What did it say? The ceremony takes another hour to conclude. It's inevitable. Finally, the Chancellor leaves the faculty members off the stage to yet more rousing applause, preceded by Christian and Katie. Christian does not glance at me, even though I'm willing him to do. My inner goddess is not pleased. As I stand and wait for our row to despise, Kate calls to me. She's holding me way from behind the stage. "Christian wants to talk to you," she shouts. The two girls, who are now standing beside me, turn and gape at me. "He sent me over here," she continues. "Oh, your speech was great, Katie." "It was, wasn't it?" She beams. "Are you coming?" "He can be very insensitive." She rolls her eyes and I grin. "You have no idea. I can't leave Ray for long." I glance up at Ray and hold my fingers up, indicating 5 minutes. He nods, giving me an okay sign, and I follow Katie into the corridor behind the stage. Christian is talking to the Chancellor and two of the teaching staff. He looks up when he sees me. "Excuse me, gentlemen," I hear him murmur. He comes towards me and smiles briefly at Katie. "Thank you," he says, and before she can reply, he takes my elbow and steers me into what looks like a man's locker room. He checks to see if it's empty, and then he locks the door. Holy shit, what does he have in mind? I blink up at him, and he turns on me. "Why haven't you emailed or texted me back?" he glares. I'm not pleased. "I haven't looked at my computer today or my phone." "Crap. Has he been trying to call?" I try to distract technique that's so effective on Kate. "That was a great speech." "Thank you." "Explains your food issues to me." He runs a hand through his hair, exasperated. "Anastasia, I don't want to go there at the moment." He closes his eyes, looking painted. "I've been worried about you." "Worried? Why?" "Because you went home in that death trap you call a car." "What?" "It's not a death trap. It's fine. Josie regularly serves it for me." "Josie the photographer?" Christian's eyes narrow, his face fostering. "Oh crap." "Yes, the Beetle used to belong to his mother." "Yes, and probably a mother before her. It's not safe. I've been driving it for over 3 years. I'm sorry you were worried. Why didn't you call? Geez, he's completely overreacting. He takes a deep breath. Anastasia, I need an answer from you. This waiting around is driving me crazy. Christian, look, I've left my stepdad on his own. Tomorrow, I want an answer by tomorrow. Okay, tomorrow. I'll tell you then. He steps back, regarding me coolly, and his shoulders relax. Are you staying for drinks? He asks. I don't know what Ray wants to do. Your stepfather? I'd like to meet him. Oh no. Why? I'm not sure that's a good idea. Christian unlocks the door, his mouth in a grim line. Are you ashamed of me? No. It's my turn to sound exasperated. Introduce you to my dad as what? This is a man who deflowered me and wants us to start a BDSM relationship. You're not wearing running shoes. Christian glares down at me, and his lips twitch up in a smile. And despite the fact I'm mad at him, my face is overwhelmingly pulled into an answering grin. Just so you know, I can run quite fast. Just tell him I'm your friend, Anastasia. He opens the door, and I head out. My mind is whirling. The Chancellor, the 3 Vice-Chancellors, 4 Professors, and Kate stare at me as I walk hastily past them. Crap! Leaving Christian with the faculty, I go in search of Ray. Tell him I'm your friend. Friend with benefits, my subconscious growls. I know. I shake the unpleasant thought away. How will I introduce him to Ray? The hall is still at least half full, and Ray has not moved from his spot. He sees me, waves, and makes his way down. Hey Anna, congratulations. He puts his arms around me. Would you like to come and have a drink in the marquee? Sure, it's your day. Lead the way. We don't have to do it if we don't want to. Please say no. Anna, I've just sat for 2.5 hours listening to all kinds of jabbering. I need a drink. I put my arms through his, and we stroll out with the throng into the warmth of the early afternoon. We pass the line for the official photographer. Oh, that reminds me. Ray drags a digital camera out of his pocket. One for the album, Anna. I roll out my eyes at him as he snaps a picture of me. Can I take the cap and gown off now? I feel kind of dorky. You look kind of dorky. My subconscious is at a sneaky beast best. So you're going to introduce Ray to the man you're fucking? She is glaring at me over her wing-shaped spectacles. He'd be so proud. God, I hate her sometimes. The marquee is immense and crowded. Students, parents, teachers and friends, all chatting happily. Ray hands me a glass of champagne or cheap fizzy wine, I suspect. It's not chilled and it tastes sweet. My thoughts turn to Christian. He won't like this. Anna, I turn, and Ethan Kavanagh scoops me into his arms. He twirls me around without spilling my wine some feet. Congratulations. He beams down at me, green eyes twinkling. What a surprise. His dirty blonde hair is tousled and sexy. He's as beautiful as Katie. The family resemblance is striking. Wow, Ethan, how lovely to see you. Dad, this is Ethan, Kate's brother. Ethan, this is my dad, Ray Steele. They shake hands, and my dad coolly assessing Mr. Kavanagh. When did you get back from Europe, I ask. I've been back for a week, but I wanted to surprise my little sister, he says, constantly.